What is up, you guys? It's your boy WB back at it again with another movie review. Did you miss me? Because of course I missed myself. And again, we are here with the famous Royal Harmon, as we saw from the very first movie review that I had with Taylor and my friend John. So today we will be recording and talking about the long-awaited for Incredibles 2. We both saw it. We both saw it. Not together. No, that's not like that. I'm just kidding. No, okay, chill. We saw it on the opening night. So like, the
Thursday night.
Yeah, exactly. The 14th night when it actually came out on the. So, how the things we are going to run over are, we're going to go in this order. We're going to go pacing, characters, humor,
relatability.
You spelled relativity.
I told you I spelled. I just typed. All right. I got the first word and the last word.
Son, you know I can't read just in general.
You said it was fine.
The overall feels, and then we're going to rate it all together. So, I'm gonna let you start with the pacing. What did you think of the pacing?
I mean, I think it was a pretty fast-going movie because they did fit a lot into like the time they had, even though it was still a long movie. I feel like myself.
The pacing for me also they did crunch. They did crunch a lot into 2 hours and what was it, 15 is either 2 hours or 15 minutes. They fit a lot. They definitely reached out on each of the people's personalities, and I loved how it grew. I love how throughout the whole story each character grew. Even Tony did.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. It kind of felt like a little bit like Infinity War on the pacing. There's just a lot of characters and a lot of things going on all at once.
Yeah.
Multiple subplots going on. So.
Like from Jack to the main plot to Mr. Incredible's like just dealing with the whole family and the new scenario in his life of having to be the quote-unquote mom of the family. Next is the characters.
Yeah.
What do you think of the characters?
I love the characters. Like, I feel like even like the new ones they put in and even the old ones they had just brought like a really good range and like to the movie. A really good lineup that gave a lot of diversity, so people of pretty much almost anyone could relate to someone.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like how they kind of focused on Void, and how like they showed the fangirl side of her, but like she had a lot of potential, and she like grew as a character as the movie got closer to the end. So I liked how it showed some character growth with that. And again, as I said previously, Mr. Incredible, and then especially Jack as well, how they opened up and really showed all of his all of his traits. So Jack of all trades.
Yeah. I liked all the characters really good. I liked Frozone a lot, but that's just because Frozone's the coolest. But yeah, I feel like everyone had like their own personality. No one was like super monotone and dull. I liked it. Very colorful movie, very broad, very.
Dash still didn't have much to do.
Yeah, Dash is my only problem. Dash did like jack squat the whole movie, except like
run around.
Yeah, that's what he did. He ran around and like summoned the Incredible car, and that's it.
Literally blew a building.
Like that's it. That's all
pieces.
He did.
What did you think of the villains in this?
The villains, I really liked the villain because I think like a good villain really like pushes the ideals of the superheroes, and I think at the end she like even said like, you may have won, but that doesn't make you right.
That was deep. Did y'all feel that? Y'all write that down. Quote The Incredibles. That's my new bio, guys.
Maybe you were right. You may have won, but you ain't right. You might not be right. But yeah, no, like, should we, like, it was just hitting on, like, that whole, like, should we legalize superheroes? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing?
Also, that I thought that was nice how how there were like two pivot points, like how she was a sturdy pivot point, like she was strictly on like no superheroes whatsoever, but then like society and the Incredibles themselves were like we want, like, the society just wanted proof that the supers could do good.
Yeah.
That they were on their side of the whole time, but it was just they weren't showing proof; they were showing destruction and damage. But because of the new internship or whatever, Elastigirl got
Elastigirl's
involved.
thingy.
Yeah.
I really liked it. Like in the beginning of the movie, Elastigirl even like agreed with her at points, like when she was talking about like designing something that, or like designing stuff and how her brother could sell everything, and she was like, "Well, the cynic in me agrees with you, but the believer in me goes with your
Oh
brother."
yeah.
And so like even like the hero agreed with the villain at one point to a point, but it's kind of like that heart and that soul that drives people to do things rather than just that cold logic.
Yeah. So overall feels about the movie. What do you think?
I loved it. It was just really good. Made me feel warm and fuzzy. Filled up my nostalgic level.
Yeah, I was
perfectly.
about to say that.
It also
definitely.
gave me enough new stuff that it was really fun.
What did you think of the fact that they started from the?
I liked it. I mean, I'm pretty sure in like the first movie that Jack was in a backpack. But then he was in a stroller. I think they could have started at a different point personally, but just I feel like they're a little bit more restricted where they started off and what they were trying to like get the movie to say.
What do you mean? Like how would putting it at a different point?
I feel like a different villain at that, like they were like
The Underminer.
Underminer. Like yeah, like some casualties got like not casualties, but like collateral damage happened while fighting the Underminer, and the Underminer got away. But like they stopped it from doing more damage, and the Underminer just running free on everything. I feel like it could have been they could have had a better scenario for trying to like push that point of superheroes not still being needed.
Unpopular opinion, I wish they gave the Underminer more screen time, because if anybody has played Rise of the Underminer, the Incredibles game, that's what I was rooting for the storyline, low-key. Anyways, honestly, the game really didn't have much of a point to it. I've played it enough times to realize that too, but anyways, I love the feel of the movie. Mm-hmm. If we're talking about the overall feel, yeah, the feel was good.
Yeah. What was your favorite scene in the movie?
My favorite scene in the movie. When Jack revealed all of his traits. Whenever he was fighting the raccoon.
That was
yeah.
a solid one.
That was a solid one. Or when E came in. I love E. Honestly, I relate to E. Mm-hmm. I love her to death.
I think
she's funny.
My favorite scene was when Violet shot water out of her nose. Like legit, like that was like the most relatable thing ever, but like also just so realistic. And, like I didn't think that would happen in a cartoon movie. I was like, what the heck's happening?
me and Hollis, no, literally the guy where we were sitting. There's a guy underneath us, and he would not stop laughing, and he got the whole audience by like 30 people maybe in the whole building. He got a lot of people laughing at that as well. Even when they stopped, he kept laughing, and he just kept the humor.
I was laughing.
He just kept the humor alive. That was really funny.
It was a solid moment.
It really was. I want to just go back and see the movie just for that one single part right there.
Me too.
I think that's it. Do you want to discuss any other topics?
No, I'm good.
Cool. Well,
how would you rate the movie?
Yeah, let's rate it. I honestly loved it. I'm glad it came back. I loved it. It was slightly wordy for my taste. Slightly wordy compared to the first one. There's a little bit more action, but then at the very end, there was it was a little bit wordy for me, but I did love the plot. I love the plot, and I love how it was very diverse, and I just think it was a good movie, so I'm going to give it a 9.5.
9.5.
Glad it came back. Took 14 years, but I'm glad it came back. 9.5.
I give it 5 water bottles out of 10. Water bottles out of 10.
Water bottle
Water
out.
bottle. 9 water
Wait.
bottles out of 10.
Wait, 9 or 5? I feel
9.
like you went to say 5 out of 5 water bottles,
Yeah,
but then
5.
you said...
5 out of 5 water bottles.
That's how we're going to rate this, okay, guys? I'm going to do... Well, I give it 4.5 water bottles.
5 water bottles out of 5 for me.
You know, even even with my channel, that's really cringy even for me. So let's go with rating still.
No, 5 water bottles, right?
Okay, guys. Anyways, thank you guys for joining. As always, like, subscribe, comment. Thank you again for so much support, so much love. Love this channel. Love talking for you guys. Love having my friends do this with me as well. Also, one last thing, if you actually made it to the end of the video, go ahead and look at the link in the description below, because I'm starting on my gaming channel again, and I will be doing an Incredibles gameplay. Don't know when it'll be up, but it'll be very soon.
And my Instagram will be tagged in the...
That's what he thinks. Now, thank you so much. Like, subscribe, comment. I'll catch y'all on the flip side.
Catch you on the flip side.
And...